I just want to see some kind of policy be made for mental health. Kids are struggling and suffering. I keep hearing more and more kids come forward telling their stories just like mine, which honestly breaks my heart. If I could make one bill, I would make a bill that would have enough resources to help every single kid that's in a dark place in their life, but not only that, but prevent them from getting to that spot in the first place. Over the summer, I met with congressmen on June 14th and introduced them to 3 bills that I've been working on. The most important bill I worked on over the summer was H.R. 4493, Children's Mental Health Infrastructure Act of 2021. Children's hospitals in your designated state could apply to this bill and ask for a grant and be able to use that money to invest it into their community and get kids the resources they need from a super young age. My role in all of the policy making was to put a face to the bill.
Emma has played a really important role in that process, which is she took the time and had the courage to speak up and raise her voice on behalf of not only herself, but on behalf of all kids in Colorado and around the country.
All these politicians meet with legislators like Zach, and they hear the same thing. They hear what the bill's about. But I actually tell my story.
Emma, took the time and had the courage to participate in some meetings with members of Congress and their staff to explain what mental health means to her personally and why it's really important that they pay attention, listen, do what is in their power to move forward some solutions.
They can see what the issue is like directly and how it impacts someone's life. And then that creates an emotional tie to the issue and increases their likelihood of signing the bill. My eating disorder started in March 2020. Amidst the pandemic and all of the chaos, I started to count calories. But in January 2021, it took a toll on my physical health. My doctors noticed I was severely underweight. They placed me in outpatient care, seeing a dietitian and therapist once per week. But it wasn't enough support, and they placed me on the 6-month-long residential care waiting list. I held on for as long as I could, but on May 6, 2021, I had an EKG done that showed my resting heart rate was falling into the 20s. And there, I had to stay at Children's Hospital Colorado for over a month to get physically stable for residential care. From there, I went to Eating Recovery Center in Bellevue, Washington, and for 4 months, I gained back strength and aspects of my personality. I came home, and ever since, I have been in strong recovery. In 2022, I was made a pediatric mental health patient ambassador for Children's Hospital Colorado, helping teens just like me and raising money for preventative mental health services, so no one has to go through what I went through. Today we're gathered here for NEDA Walk, which is the National Eating Disorder Association, which I helped organize, and we raised over $11,000, which is super amazing, and just giving back to our community and getting resources for those struggling with eating disorders. I really wish I could go back in time and fix a lot of the systemic issues that caused me to get to the situation I was in. I shouldn't have had to wait 6 months for treatment I needed right then and there. I shouldn't have gotten to the severity I did. I shouldn't have had to flown halfway across the country to go to care that I should have been able to get in my own state.
There are states that are doing a better job than Colorado right now with investing in prevention and early intervention, expanding access to services for kids who need it. There's a shortage of pediatric expertise when it comes to child and youth mental health. The good news is that there are solutions.
This was a grant for $2 billion for mental health services over the country between the years 2022 and 2026.
H.R. 7236 aims to tackle the youth mental health crisis head on.
Right now, it's trying to enter the Senate, so it is still in committee, but it is working its way through the House of Representatives.
It takes time to translate those legislative wins into actually on-the-ground implementation that's making a difference.
If you'd like to help teens like me and help these bills get through Congress, I encourage you, call your senators Bennett and Hickenlooper, as well as writing to your representatives and urge them to sign these bills.